Welcome to Beyond Words Library. If you're hearing these words, it's no accident. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has guided you to this rare book. Your soul is ready to awaken, unlocking ancient truths and the power of co-creation. Trust divine timing. You are chosen to shine. The Awakening Code. Introduction. In the tapestry of eternity, your presence here is a golden thread, woven with purpose by the universe's unseen hand. The Awakening Code has found you, not by chance, but as a sacred beacon calling you to remember who you truly are. This is no ordinary book. It is a living key, crafted through eons to unlock the ancient wisdom pulsing within your soul. As you stand at this threshold, know that the cosmos has aligned to deliver these truths precisely when your spirit is ripe for transformation. These chapters unveil the eternal laws that govern creation, laws that orchestrate the dance of galaxies and echo in the quiet chambers of your heart. The law of attraction, the pulse of synchronicity, and the radiant power of your consciousness are not distant forces. They are the essence of your being. You are not merely shaped by reality, but are its divine sculptor, molding each moment with the vibrations of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. The universe mirrors your inner truth, reflecting back the masterpiece you choose to create. Step into this journey with trust, for divine timing has brought you here. Each chapter offers sacred practices, blending the mysticism of ancient sages with the insights of modern science. From quantum fields to the psychology of intention. Listen to the whispers of intuition. They are the universe's song, sung for you alone. The Awakening Code is your guide through the veils of illusion, illuminating the boundless creator you have always been. Embrace this moment, for you are not just a seeker. You are the light, the truth, and the co-creator of a reality waiting to unfold. Part 1. The Whisper of the Eternal. In the silent spaces where eternity speaks, the Awakening Code begins its sacred unveiling. This part stirs your soul to hear the universe's whispers, shattering the illusion of a fixed reality. Through ancient truths and modern insights, you'll discover synchronicity, intuition, and the laws binding existence. Prepare to awaken. The cosmos calls you to recognize your divine role as a co-creator, ready to shape the infinite. Chapter 1. The Book That Calls Your Name. Beneath the starlit canopy of an ancient desert, a merchant named Amara stumbled into a hidden cave, its walls aglow with crystalline light. Guided by an unseen force, she uncovered a tattered scroll, its script shimmering as if written for her alone. The words spoke of destinies woven by the universe, of truths revealed only when the soul is ready. Like Amara, you have been drawn to the Awakening Code, not by accident, but by the precise orchestration of cosmic intent. This book is a living testament to an eternal principle. Wisdom finds those whose hearts have ripened to receive it. The universe aligns moments with flawless precision, ensuring you encounter this text when your spirit is poised for transformation. Psychologist Carl Jung called this synchronicity, the meaningful coincidences that defy logic yet carry profound purpose. When you open the Awakening Code, you answered a call etched in the fabric of existence. Your soul, vibrating at a frequency of seeking, has magnetized this moment. The ancient Egyptians believed certain texts were guarded by divine forces, revealed only to those destined to wield their power. This book pulses with the consciousness of ages, waiting for you to claim its secrets. Reflect on the moments that led you here. A fleeting thought, a chance encounter, a quiet longing. These are not random. They are the universe's breadcrumbs guiding you to this threshold. To deepen this connection, find a quiet space and light a candle to symbolize your inner flame. Take a journal and write, "Why has this book found me now?" Let your pen flow without judgment, capturing the whispers of your soul. Consider a recent moment that felt guided, a conversation, a sign, a feeling, and trace how it led you here. This act opens your heart to the universe's call, affirming your readiness to awaken. You are not merely a reader, but a chosen vessel, destined to unlock the codes of creation. The scroll Amara found transformed her from a merchant to a seer, not by granting new knowledge, but by revealing what she already knew. So too will the awakening code unveil the creator within you. The universe has conspired to place these words in your hands, stirring the embers of your infinite potential. Trust this moment. You are exactly where you are meant to be, standing at the dawn of your awakening. Step forward with courage, for the wisdom you seek is already yours, waiting to be remembered. Chapter 2. The Law That Binds the Stars. In the shadow of Babylon's towering ziggurats, an astrologer named Kadir gazed at the heavens, his fingers tracing the paths of stars with reverent precision. Each night, he whispered to the cosmos, sensing a force that held the universe in perfect harmony. His charts revealed not just celestial patterns, but a universal truth. What vibrates within shapes what unfolds without. This is the law of attraction, the eternal code that binds the stars and sculpts your life. The awakening code unveils this truth, showing you that your thoughts are not fleeting. They are cosmic signals, resonating across the infinite web of existence, calling forth the reality you embody. The ancients wove this law into myths of gods who spoke worlds into being with a single breath. Modern science echoes their wisdom. Quantum physics reveals that observation alters reality, as particles shift under the gaze of consciousness. Your mind is a tuning fork, emitting frequencies that the universe mirrors with unwavering accuracy. Every thought, every emotion, is a note in the symphony of creation. When Kadir aligned his heart with gratitude, his predictions grew uncannily precise, drawing kings to his door. When doubt clouded his spirit, the stars seemed to falter. Your inner state dictates your outer world, a truth as old as the cosmos and as new as each moment. Notice the patterns in your life. Moments of joy often precede unexpected blessings. Fear may herald obstacles. This is the law of attraction at work. Neuropsychology confirms this. The brain's reticular activating system filters reality based on what you focus on, amplifying what aligns with your beliefs. The universe does not judge your vibrations, it simply matches them. You are a conductor of energies, choosing the melody of your existence with every heartbeat. To harness this power, become aware of the signals you send. Begin each morning by placing your hand over your heart, feeling its rhythm. Take 3 deep breaths, exhaling discord. With each inhale, envision your heart radiating light. Speak aloud. I align with the universe. My frequency attracts my highest good. Carry this alignment through your day, noting shifts, small synchronicities, moments of clarity in a journal. These are the universe's replies to your sacred song. This law is not wishful thinking. It is sacred mathematics. Your consciousness is the architect, your emotions the blueprint. The awakening code is your guide, illuminating the unseen forces that shape your reality. Like Kadir, who learned to trust the harmony of the stars, you are called to trust the harmony within. The universe is listening, ready to mirror the frequencies you choose. What reality will you summon with the song of your soul? Chapter 3. The Silent Voice Within. In the moonlit ruins of an ancient Greek temple, a seer named Thalia knelt before a flickering flame, her eyes closed, her breath a steady rhythm. She sought no visions in the stars, no omens in the wind. She listened to a whisper within, a voice that unveiled truths beyond the reach of any oracle. This silent voice is your intuition, the universe's sacred language flowing through you. It is not a fleeting impulse, but a divine current, guiding you through the labyrinth of existence with unerring precision. The ancients revered intuition as a gift from the gods. In their myths, deities spoke through dreams and hunches, steering mortals toward their destinies. Modern science echoes this wisdom. Research on mirror neurons reveals how your brain attunes to subtle cues, sensing truths that logic alone cannot grasp. Intuition is a bridge to universal intelligence, a thread woven into the cosmic tapestry. When Thalia trusted her inner whisper, she foresaw a drought that saved her city. When she ignored it, calamity shadowed her steps. Your life, too, carries the echoes of moments when you heeded or dismissed this quiet knowing. Think of a time you knew something without reason, a sudden urge to call a friend, a gut feeling that altered your path. These are the universe's whispers, speaking through you. To hear them, you must silence the noise of doubt. Find a moment of stillness today, perhaps by a window or beneath a tree. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask, what is my soul whispering now? Notice the first sensation, image, or word that rises. Write it down, even if it seems trivial, a number, a symbol, a feeling. This act is your dialogue with the divine, a step toward aligning with the flow of creation. The more you honor these whispers, the clearer they become. Thalia's legacy was not in her prophecies, but in her trust in the voice within, a trust that made her a beacon for her people. You, too, carry this gift. Your intuition is not separate from you. It is your soul in communion with the infinite. Pause now. Listen. The universe is singing your name, waiting for you to answer with the courage of your heart. Chapter 4. The Mirror of Existence. In the candlelit halls of a Renaissance palazzo, a painter named Lorenzo stood before a vast canvas, his brush trembling with unspoken truths. Each stroke he laid bare, not his subject, but his soul. Joy birthed radiant hues, sorrow cast muted shadows. He discovered a cosmic secret. The world is a mirror, reflecting the essence of your inner being. This sacred law reveals that reality is not a force that binds you. It is a canvas painted by your consciousness, a living reflection of the truths you hold within. The ancient Hermetic maxim, as within, so without, resounds through time, from alchemical scripts to modern psychology. Studies on self-perception show that your beliefs shape your experiences, as the brain filters reality to align with your expectations. Your life is a mirror, revealing not what you desire, but what you are. When Lorenzo painted with love, his works drew patrons from distant lands. When fear gripped him, his canvases faded into obscurity. So too does your reality echo your inner state. Relationships reflecting self-worth. Abundance mirroring your sense of deserving. Peace revealing your inner harmony. Observe your world. What patterns emerge? A strained connection may unveil unhealed wounds. Persistent scarcity may signal limiting beliefs. These are not judgments, but invitations to look deeper, to transform your reflection, reshape your inner truth. Tonight, find a quiet space and stand before a mirror in soft light. Gaze into your eyes, seeking not flaws, but essence. Speak aloud. I am the creator of my reality. My truth shapes the world. Feel this truth anchor in your core. Then, in a journal, write what you saw. Not just your face, but the emotions, the beliefs beneath. This practice aligns your consciousness with the power to repaint your life's canvas. The mirror of existence is unrelentingly honest. It does not flatter or deceive, it reveals. Lorenzo's greatest masterpiece emerged when he painted from wholeness, his canvas radiating the light of his soul. You are an artist, crafting your reality with every thought, every belief. The universe holds up its mirror, inviting you to see your own radiance. Step boldly into this act of creation, for the world awaits the masterpiece of your awakened heart. Chapter 5. The Seed in the Void. In the shadow of Egypt's ancient pyramids, a farmer named Seket knelt in the desert's embrace, planting a single seed in barren sand. His neighbors scoffed, seeing only desolation, but Seket knew a secret whispered by the Nile. Life begins in the void, unseen, before it breaks into light. This is the law of manifestation, where desires take root in the invisible before blooming into reality. Your dreams, like Seket's seed, are not bound by what the eye can see. They germinate in the fertile darkness of faith. The ancients understood this principle, embedding it in myths of gods who shaped worlds from chaos. Modern science mirrors this truth. The placebo effect demonstrates how belief alone can spark physical change, as the mind's expectation alters the body's reality. Your desires are seeds, planted in the quantum field of possibility. They do not need visible proof to grow, only your unwavering trust. When Seket tended his seed with quiet certainty, a rare lotus bloomed, drawing travelers to his once forsaken land. When he doubted, the sand remained barren. So too do your manifestations depend on the soil of your belief. Consider a dream you hold dear. It may seem distant, obscured by the desert of circumstance, yet it lives in the void, awaiting your faith to call it forth. To nurture this seed, close your eyes tonight and envision it as a glowing ember in dark earth. Feel its pulse, its potential. Speak softly. My desire is alive, unfolding in divine time. Then, in a journal, describe this vision, its colors, its energy, its promise. This act waters your seed, aligning your consciousness with the unseen forces of creation. Seket's lotus did not bloom because the desert changed. It bloomed because he believed in the invisible. You too are a sower of dreams, planting in the void where all possibilities dwell. The universe is not indifferent. It cradles your seeds, waiting for your faith to summon them into being. Dare to trust the darkness, for it is the womb of your greatest creations. Chapter 6. The Dance of Synchronicity. Along the misty banks of a Chinese river, a poet named Li Wei wandered, his heart heavy with unwritten verses. One dawn, a crane landed before him, its wings brushing the air with purpose. That same day, A stranger gifted him a scroll of poetry, sparking his masterpiece. These were not random events, but steps in the dance of synchronicity, the universe's choreography of meaningful coincidences. Your life, too, is woven with such moments, each a sign that you are held in the embrace of cosmic intent. The ancients saw synchronicity as the god's hand, aligning events to guide the soul. Carl Jung, in the modern era, defined it as the causal connection of events, revealing a deeper order. When a number repeats, a song echoes your thoughts, or a stranger speaks the words you needed. The universe is speaking. Li Wei's crane and scroll were no accidents. They were the cosmos responding to his unspoken yearning. Your synchronicities are the same. Messages tailored to your soul's frequency, affirming you are on the right path. Reflect on your own coincidences, a chance meeting that changed your course, a book falling open to the perfect page. These are the universe's winks. To attune to this dance, carry a small notebook this week. Each day, record 3 moments that feel too perfect to be chance, a symbol, a conversation, an unexpected gift. Note the feeling they evoke, the message they carry. This practice sharpens your awareness, inviting more synchronicities to unfold. You are not alone. The universe is your partner, orchestrating events with exquisite precision. Li Wei's poetry soared when he trusted these signs, his verses becoming a bridge between heaven and earth. Your synchronicities are invitations to trust the unseen order. They remind you that every step, every pause, is part of a greater design. Open your eyes to the dance around you. What messages are waiting to guide your soul's next leap? Chapter 7. The Illusion of Separation. High in the mist-shrouded peaks of the Himalayas, a sage named Ananda sat in silent meditation, his breath merging with the mountain's eternal pulse. To the villagers below, he seemed alone, yet Ananda knew a truth that dissolved all boundaries. There is no separation between you and the universe. Every star, every stone, every heartbeat is woven into a single tapestry of existence. This is the sacred law of oneness, a truth that shatters the illusion of isolation and reveals your unity with all that is. Ancient mystics spoke of this unity in tales of gods who breathed life into all creation, each fragment bearing the divine spark. Modern science echoes this wisdom. Quantum entanglement shows particles linked across vast distances, responding as one, defying the boundaries of space. You are not a solitary being, but a thread in the cosmic web, connected to every soul, every moment. When Ananda opened his heart to this truth, he felt the joys and sorrows of the village as his own, guiding them without words. When he forgot, loneliness crept in. So too does your sense of separation shape your reality, dimming the light of your interconnectedness. Consider the moments you feel alone, disconnected from others or the world. These are not truths, but illusions, born of a mind that perceives division. The universe is not apart from you. It flows through you. To dissolve this illusion, find a quiet space today and place your hand over your heart. Breathe deeply, feeling your pulse as a rhythm shared with all life. Envision a golden thread connecting you to the trees, the stars, the hearts of those you love. Speak softly, "I am one with all. The universe breathes in me." Then, in a journal, write what you felt, the warmth, the unity, the pulse of connection. This practice weaves your consciousness into the fabric of oneness, awakening your sense of belonging. The law of oneness is not a distant ideal, but a living truth. Your thoughts ripple through the collective, your emotions resonate with the unseen. Ananda's meditations brought peace to his village, not because he acted, but because he embodied unity. You too are a vessel of this power. By recognizing your connection to all, you amplify the light of creation. The illusion of separation fades when you see yourself in others, in the world, in the infinite. What would your life become if you lived as one with the cosmos? Chapter 8. The Eternal Now. In a medieval European village, a clockmaker named Elias toiled in his workshop, the relentless tick of his creations measuring a world bound by hours. Yet one twilight, as he watched the sun melt into the horizon, he glimpsed a truth beyond his craft. Time is an illusion, a veil draped over the eternal now. Every moment holds all moments, and within this infinite present lies your power to shape reality. This sacred law reveals that the past and future are shadows. Only now is real, the heartbeat of creation, where the universe unfolds. Ancient sages knew this truth, weaving it into myths of gods who dwelled outside time, crafting existence in a single breath. Modern physics affirms this vision. Einstein's theory of relativity shows time as fluid, bending with perception, while mindfulness studies reveal that presence enhances neural plasticity, reshaping your brain's reality. You are not a prisoner of time's arrow. When Elias paused his work to savor a single moment, the warmth of dusk, the hum of life, his creations gained a timeless precision, drawing patrons from afar. When he rushed, his clocks faltered. So too does your power wane when you chase the future or cling to the past. Your life is a series of nows, each a seed of eternity. Regret anchors you to what was. Worry pulls you to what might be. Yet all creation happens here, in this moment. To harness this truth, find a quiet space today, perhaps by a stream or in a garden. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply and anchor your awareness in the present. Feel the air on your skin, the rhythm of your breath. Speak softly. I am here, in the eternal now. My power is now. Then, in a journal, describe this moment, its textures, sounds, sensations. This practice roots you in the timeless, where your intentions ripple into the infinite. The eternal now is not a fleeting instant, but the source of all possibility. Elias's finest clock emerged when he worked from presence, each tick echoing the pulse of the cosmos. You too are a creator in this boundless moment. By dwelling fully in the now, you align with the universe's flow, where every desire finds its origin. Release the illusion of time's tyranny. Embrace this moment and let it be the canvas of your infinite becoming. Part 2. The Alchemy of Consciousness. Beyond the whispers of eternity, the awakening code now guides you into the crucible of your inner world. This part unveils the alchemy of consciousness, transforming thoughts, emotions, and beliefs into the gold of reality. Through ancient wisdom and modern insights, you'll master the art of co-creation, aligning your soul with the universe's infinite flow. Step boldly. Your mind is the forge where destiny is shaped. Chapter 9. The Architect of Thought. Beneath the sun-scorched arches of a Roman aqueduct, a builder named Gaius surveyed his work, each stone placed with deliberate intent. He understood a secret lost to many. Thoughts are not fleeting. They are blueprints shaping the edifice of reality. Your mind is the architect, crafting existence with every idea you hold. This sacred law reveals that thoughts carry a vibrational force resonating through the cosmos to manifest the world you experience. Ancient philosophers, from Plato to the Vedic sages, taught that the mind shapes the material world. Modern neuroscience supports this, showing how focused thoughts rewire neural pathways, altering perception and behavior. Your thoughts are not passive, they are active creators. When Gaius envisioned his aqueduct with clarity and purpose, his plans drew skilled workers and resources as if by magic. When doubt clouded his mind, delays plagued his work. So too do your thoughts construct your reality, each one a brick in the structure of your life. Consider your daily thoughts. Do they build a temple of possibility or a prison of limitation? The universe does not distinguish between deliberate and stray thoughts. It mirrors them all. To harness this power, pause each morning in stillness. Close your eyes and envision a single desire, a goal, a state of being, as a radiant structure rising in your mind. See its details, feel its presence. Speak softly. My thoughts create my reality. I build with purpose. Then in a journal, write 3 thoughts you will nurture today. Ideas of abundance, peace, or courage. This practice aligns your mind with the creative force, ensuring your blueprints serve your highest good. Gaius's aqueduct stood for centuries, a testament to his disciplined mind. You too are an architect, your thoughts laying the foundation of your destiny. The universe awaits your designs, ready to manifest the visions you hold with clarity and faith. What world will you build with the power of your mind? Chapter 10. The Guardian of Emotion. In a lantern-lit Kyoto garden, a violinist named Hana played beneath cherry blossoms, her notes weaving sorrow and joy into a single melody. Each vibration of her strings mirrored her heart's pulse, teaching her a truth as old as the stars. Emotions are not mere feelings, they are guardians, guiding your soul's alignment with the universe. This sacred law reveals that your emotional state is a compass, pointing toward harmony or discord in the dance of creation. Eastern mystics taught that emotions are energy in motion, shaping the flow of life. Modern psychology echoes this, with studies showing emotions influence decision-making and perception, activating neural networks that filter reality. Your emotions are not random. They are signals, reflecting your vibrational alignment. When Hana played with love, her music drew crowds, their hearts stirred by her resonance. When anger gripped her, her notes clashed, emptying the garden. So too do your emotions shape the world, magnetizing experiences that match their frequency. Notice your emotional landscape. Joy opens doors, fear builds walls. These are not judgments, but feedback from the universe. To master this guardianship, pause 3 times today. Morning, noon, evening. Place your hand on your heart, breathe deeply, and name the emotion you feel. I feel peace, or I feel doubt. Ask, what is this emotion guiding me toward? Write your reflections in a journal, noting the emotion and its message. Perhaps peace calls for gratitude, doubt for clarity. This practice attunes you to your inner compass, aligning your emotions with your highest intentions. Hana's greatest performance came when she embraced her full emotional spectrum, her violin, singing the truth of her soul. You too are a musician, your emotions the strings that resonate with the cosmos. By honoring their guidance, you tune your life to the symphony of creation. What melody will your heart play in the infinite orchestra of existence? Chapter 11. The hidden mind unveiled. In a torchlit chamber beneath a medieval castle, a scholar named Alaric pored over ancient manuscripts, seeking the key to life's mysteries. One night, a forgotten text revealed a truth that shifted his world. The subconscious mind is a hidden architect, silently shaping reality with beliefs forged in shadow. This sacred law unveils that your deepest convictions, often unseen, hold the power to sculpt your existence far beyond the reach of conscious thought. Mystics of old, from Egyptian priests to Sufi poets, spoke of a veiled mind that governs destiny. Modern psychology, through Freud and Jung, confirms this. The subconscious stores beliefs formed in childhood or trauma, filtering your reality like an unseen lens. These beliefs are not mere thoughts. They are the foundation of your vibrational field. When Alaric uncovered a childhood fear of failure, he saw why his brilliance remained unrecognized. By rewriting this belief, his manuscripts gained acclaim. So too do your subconscious beliefs shape your world, drawing experiences that mirror their silent truths. Examine your life's patterns. Recurring obstacles or unexpected successes often trace back to hidden convictions. To unveil this mind, sit in stillness tonight. A candle's flame your guide. Breathe deeply and ask, what belief lies beneath my struggles? Let a thought or memory surface. Perhaps I am not enough, or I must always strive. Write this belief in a journal, then craft its opposite. I am whole. Abundance flows to me. Speak this new truth aloud, feeling its resonance. Repeat this daily, anchoring the new belief in your subconscious. This practice reshapes your inner foundation, aligning it with your conscious desires. Alaric's discovery freed him to shine, his wisdom illuminating the castle's halls. Your subconscious is not your foe, but a guardian awaiting your command. By unveiling its secrets, you reclaim the power to craft a reality that sings of your truth. What hidden belief will you transform to unlock the boundless creator within? Chapter 12. The Mask You Wear. In the marble halls of a Renaissance Florence theatre, an actress named Clara adorned a gilded mask, her voice weaving tales of heroines and muses. Offstage, she wore invisible masks. Dutiful daughter, poised citizen, dreamer bound by society's gaze. Beneath these lay her true self, a luminous essence yearning for freedom. This sacred law unveils that the masks you wear, shaped by fear, expectation, or doubt, obscure your divine power, casting shadows over your boundless spirit. Western philosophers, from Socrates to Jung, taught that the soul's truth is veiled by societal roles. Modern psychology's social identity theory reveals how external expectations mold your self-image, often hiding your authentic core. These masks are not your essence, they are illusions, crafted by others' judgments or your own insecurities. When Clara performed her scripted roles, audiences applauded, but her heart felt empty. When she spoke her unfiltered truth, her words ignited Florence's soul. So too do your masks dim your reality, reflecting a false self instead of your radiant being. Pause to consider the roles you inhabit: professional, parent, friend. Do they echo your soul's truth, or do they conceal it? To unveil your essence, find a quiet moment tonight with a mirror and a lit candle, its flame a symbol of your inner light. Gaze into your eyes, seeking the self beneath the mask. Speak softly, I release these masks. My true self shines. Feel the burden lift. In a journal, capture what you saw, the spark, the truth. the unbound you. This practice dissolves illusion, aligning you with the power of your authentic self. Clara's most radiant performance came when she cast aside her mask, her voice a beacon of divine truth that stirred the city. You, too, are more than your roles. As you shared the layers of fear and expectation, you awaken the creator within, whose light reshapes existence. Step into this truth and let your unmasked soul paint a reality ablaze with the brilliance of your deepest essence. Chapter 13. The Power of Sacred Focus. In the cloistered halls of a Renaissance monastery, a monk named Brother Matteo knelt in prayer, his gaze fixed on a single candle flame. The world dissolved, doubts, fears, distractions, until only the light remained, a conduit to divine clarity. His focus was not mere discipline, it was a sacred act, aligning his mind with the universe's infinite flow. This law of sacred focus reveals that your attention is a holy prism, crafting reality through what you choose to illuminate. Christian mystics spoke of contemplation as a path to God, uniting the soul with eternal truth. Modern neuroscience, through research on the flow state, shows that focused attention rewires neural circuits, enhancing creativity and manifesting outcomes. Your attention is a creative force, not a passive observer. When Matteo prayed with unwavering focus, his visions brought solace to the monastery, drawing pilgrims seeking his wisdom. When his mind wandered, his prayers lost their power. So too does your focus shape your reality, amplifying what you hold in your heart's gaze. Reflect on where your attention drifts. Fragmented thoughts scatter energy. Sacred focus births transformation. To harness this power, choose a vision dear to you, a dream, a purpose. Each morning, sit in stillness for 2 minutes. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize this vision vividly, its shapes, its vibrancy. Speak softly. My focus shapes my reality. I see my truth. Hold this image steady, letting it anchor your being. In a journal, note any shifts, new insights, opportunities, or synchronicities that arise. This practice sharpens your prism, channeling the universe's energy into your deepest intentions. Matteo's candlelit prayers became a beacon, his focus a bridge to the divine. Your attention is the flame, your intention the light it casts. By directing your focus with sacred purpose, you dissolve the fog of chaos, revealing a reality radiant with possibility. Embrace this holy act and let your unwavering gaze forge a path where your highest visions bloom into being. Chapter 14. The Paradox of Surrender. In the windswept cloisters of a medieval Irish abbey, a healer named Bridget tended to the sick, her hands steady despite the chaos of plague. Exhausted, she fought to control every outcome until a quiet revelation struck. True power lies not in striving, but in surrender, a sacred act of trust in the universe's flow. This law of surrender unveils a paradox. By releasing the need to force reality, you align with the infinite intelligence that orchestrates creation. Celtic mystics spoke of yielding to the divine current, a wisdom echoed in New Thought teachings that emphasize trust in universal abundance. Modern psychology's research on letting go shows that releasing control reduces stress, opening neural pathways to creativity and insight. Surrender is not defeat, it is alignment. When Bridget surrendered her need to fix every ailment, her healing touch grew potent, drawing pilgrims to her abbey. When she clung to effort, her remedies faltered. So too does your resistance block the flow of your desires, while surrender invites their effortless unfolding. Reflect on where you grip too tightly: a goal, a relationship, an outcome. Clenching creates friction. Surrender creates flow. To embrace this paradox, find a quiet moment today, perhaps by a window with soft light. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize your desire as a leaf on a stream. Speak softly. I release my need to control. I trust the universe's flow. Let the leaf drift, guided by unseen currents. In a journal, write what you felt: the ease, the trust, the release. This practice aligns your energy with the cosmos, allowing your intentions to manifest in divine timing. Bridget's Abbey became a sanctuary, not because she forced healing, but because she trusted the greater design. You too hold this power. By surrendering control, you become a vessel for the universe's wisdom, your desires, blooming in harmony with the infinite. Release your grasp and watch the dance of creation unfold through the quiet strength of your trust. Chapter 15. The Light in the Shadow. In a candlelit scriptorium of a Venetian convent, a scribe named Lucia copied sacred texts, her quill trembling with unspoken fears. She hid her doubts, her anger, believing them unworthy of her calling, until a quiet truth emerged. The shadow within is not darkness, but a hidden light, waiting to be embraced. This sacred law reveals that your suppressed emotions and fears are not flaws. They are treasures, holding the key to your wholeness and creative power. Jungian psychology teaches that the shadow, your repressed traits, contains untapped potential, a truth mirrored in Christian mysticism's call to embrace all aspects of the soul. Modern studies on emotional integration show that acknowledging suppressed feelings fosters resilience and creativity. Your shadow is not your enemy. It is a guardian of your unclaimed strength. When Lucia suppressed her fears, her scripts lacked life. When she faced them, her words glowed, drawing scholars to her convent. So too do your shadows shape your reality, dimming or illuminating your path based on your willingness to embrace them. Pause to notice what you hide: anger, shame, or doubt. These are not burdens, but invitations to wholeness. To uncover their light, find a quiet space tonight, a journal in hand. Light a candle to symbolize illumination. Breathe deeply and write, "To the part of me I've hidden, I offer love." Let your pen flow, addressing this shadow, its pain, its wisdom. Speak softly. I embrace my shadow. Its light is mine. Feel the integration begin. This practice weaves your shadows into your being, unlocking their creative force. Lucia's scripts became masterpieces when she embraced her shadow, her quill dancing with the truth of her whole self. You too carry hidden light within your shadows. By welcoming these forgotten parts, you awaken a boundless creator whose radiance transforms reality. Step into this embrace and let your whole self shine, crafting a world illuminated by the unity of your light and shadow. Chapter 16. The Flow of Divine Timing. In the shadow of a windswept Scottish castle, a weaver named Fiona worked at her loom, her fingers dancing with threads of destiny. Each tapestry she crafted unfolded in its own time, teaching her a truth older than the stones. Divine timing governs all creation, aligning your desires with the universe's perfect rhythm. This sacred law reveals that what seems like delay is often preparation, a cosmic orchestration ensuring your dreams manifest when the moment is ripe. Celtic seers spoke of the universe's unseen clock, a rhythm echoed in New Thought's emphasis on trusting the flow of abundance. Modern psychology's research on patience shows that embracing uncertainty fosters emotional resilience, opening pathways to unexpected opportunities. Divine timing is not passive waiting, it is active trust. When Fiona wove with faith in the process, her tapestries became treasures, sought by nobles. When she rushed, her threads tangled. So too do your desires falter when you force their arrival, yet flourish when you trust their unfolding. Consider a moment when a delay led to a greater outcome, a missed chance that opened a better path. These are not accidents, but the universe's choreography. To align with this flow, find a quiet space today, perhaps under an open sky. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and envision a desire as a star in the night sky, shining in its own time. Speak softly. I trust divine timing. My desires unfold perfectly. In a journal, reflect on a past delay that proved to be a blessing, noting its hidden wisdom. This practice roots your faith in the universe's rhythm, inviting your intentions to bloom in harmony. Fiona's finest tapestry adorned the castle's hall, not because she hastened its creation, but because she trusted its destined moment. You too are a weaver of reality. By surrendering to divine timing, you dance with the cosmos, your desires taking shape in the perfect now. Embrace this rhythm and let the universe's wisdom guide your creations to their radiant fulfillment. Chapter 17. The Temple Within. In the quiet nave of a Gothic cathedral in medieval France, a stonecutter named Julian carved intricate angels into pillars, his chisel guided by an inner vision. Amid the sacred silence, he discovered a truth. The divine dwells not in stone, but within his heart, a temple of infinite light. This sacred law reveals that you are not separate from the divine. Your soul is a sanctuary, housing the eternal wisdom that shapes reality. Mystics like Hildegard of Bingen taught that the divine spark resides in every soul, a truth echoed in New Thought's concept of the higher self. Modern neuroscience shows that mindfulness practices activate brain regions linked to insight, connecting you to universal intelligence. Your inner temple is not a distant realm. It is here, now, within you. When Julian carved from this sacred center, his work radiated divinity, drawing worshippers to the cathedral. When he toiled from ego, his carvings felt lifeless. So too does your connection to your inner temple determine the brilliance of your reality. Pause to feel this sanctuary within. Doubt or distraction may veil it, but it is always there. To enter this temple, find a quiet moment today, perhaps at dawn. Sit still, place your hand over your heart, and breathe deeply, feeling its rhythm as a sacred pulse. Speak softly, I am the temple. The divine shines within me. Let this truth settle, sensing the light at your core. In a journal, write what you experienced, the warmth, the stillness, the presence. This practice opens the doors of your inner sanctuary, aligning you with the universe's boundless wisdom. Julian's angels seem to sing, not because of his skill, but because he carved from the temple within. You too are a sculptor of reality. By dwelling in your inner sanctuary, you awaken the divine creator whose light transforms existence. Step into this sacred space and let the wisdom of your soul craft a world radiant with eternal truth. Part 3. The Art of Becoming. Within the crucible of consciousness, the Awakening Code now unveils the art of becoming your highest self. This part ignites your journey as a co-creator, aligning energy, desire, and faith with the universe's infinite wisdom. Through timeless truths and modern insights, you'll embody the radiant essence that shapes reality. Step into this sacred dance, where every choice sculpts the masterpiece of your boundless potential. Chapter 18. The Energy of Becoming. In the vibrant courts of Renaissance Venice, a dancer named Isabella moved with a grace that silenced crowded halls. Her steps were not mere motion. They were an embodiment of her inner vision, a radiant energy that transformed the air around her. She taught those who watched a timeless truth. You become what you embody, your energy sculpting reality with every choice. This sacred law reveals that your vibrational state is the brush with which you paint existence, crafting the version of yourself you are destined to become. Mystics of the Western esoteric tradition, like the Rosicrucians, taught that energy flows where intention goes, a principle echoed in New Thought's focus on aligning with abundance. Modern bioenergetics shows that your emotional and physical state emits measurable frequencies influencing your environment and outcomes. You are not bound by circumstance. You are a dynamic field of energy. When Isabella danced with the confidence of her envisioned self, her performances captivated princes. When doubt crept in, her steps faltered. So too does your energy shape your reality, drawing experiences that mirror your inner frequency. Pause to notice your current state. Do you carry the energy of your highest self, or are you weighed by doubt? To embody your becoming, choose a quality you wish to manifest: confidence, peace, or joy. Each morning, stand tall, breathe deeply, and move as if this quality defines you. Walk, speak, act as the person who already embodies it. Speak softly. I am the energy of my highest self. My reality aligns with my truth. In a journal, note how your day shifts, new interactions, synchronicities, or inner clarity. This practice tunes your energy to your desired state, magnetizing a reality that reflects your radiant becoming. Isabella's dance became a legend, not for her technique, but for the energy she embodied, a force that reshaped the hearts of those who witnessed it. You too are a dancer in the cosmic court. By embracing the energy of your highest self, you wield the power to transform existence. Step boldly into this vibrant state and let your radiant vibration craft a world where your truest essence shines forth in every moment. Chapter 19. The Alchemy of Desire. In the torchlit chambers of a Florentine palazzo, an explorer named Marco charted maps to distant lands. His heart ablaze with a vision that outstripped the stars. His desire was not mere longing, it was a sacred fire guiding his path through uncharted seas. This truth burns eternal. Your desires are not whims, but divine messages, alchemical sparks, igniting the transformation of your reality. This sacred law reveals that desire, when aligned with your soul, is the catalyst for becoming your highest self. Renaissance alchemists sought to transmute lead into gold, a metaphor for the soul's journey echoed in New Thought's teaching that desire is a divine compass. Modern psychology's research on intrinsic motivation shows that authentic desires, those rooted in purpose, drive resilience and achievement. Your desires are not distractions. They are the universe whispering your destiny. When Marco followed his burning vision, his journeys unveiled new worlds, earning him eternal renown. When he ignored his heart, his maps led nowhere. so too do your desires shape your path, guiding you when honored, stalling you when dismissed. Reflect on a desire that stirs your soul, a dream, a calling. Is it buried beneath doubt or fear? To ignite its alchemy, find a quiet space tonight. A candle's flame your guide. Breathe deeply and write a letter to this desire. Thank you for guiding me. I honor your sacred call. Let your words flow, expressing gratitude for its presence, even if its path seems unclear. Speak softly. My desire is my divine guide. I align with its truth. Place the letter somewhere special, a box, a drawer, as a symbol of trust. This practice kindles your desire's fire, aligning your energy with its transformative power. Marco's maps changed the world, not because he forced his path, but because he followed the sacred fire of his desire. You too are an alchemist of reality. By honoring your deepest desires, you transmute the lead of limitation into the gold of possibility. Embrace this sacred fire, and let it forge a reality where your soul's vision burns brightly, illuminating the path to your boundless becoming. Chapter 20. The Sacred Act of Receiving. In the bustling markets of medieval Bruges, a baker named Elise offered warm loaves to all who passed, her generosity a beacon in the crowded stalls. Yet, when offered gifts in return, coin, praise, or kindness, she turned away, believing she needed nothing. One dusk, a child's simple thank you stirred her heart, revealing a truth. Receiving is not weakness, but a sacred act, completing the cycle of abundance. This law unveils that to receive with grace is to honor the universe's flow, amplifying your capacity to create. Western mystics, from Julian of Norwich to New Thought pioneers, taught that abundance is a divine gift, accepted through openness. Modern psychology's research on gratitude shows that receiving fosters emotional resilience, strengthening neural pathways for positivity. To give without receiving creates imbalance. To receive is to trust the cosmic exchange. When Elise opened her heart to gifts, her bakery thrived, drawing patrons from distant towns. When she deflected, her stalls grew quiet. So too does your willingness to receive shape your reality, inviting or repelling the blessings meant for you. Pause to notice where you resist. Compliments, help, or opportunities. Resistance signals a belief in unworthiness. Receiving affirms your divine right. To embrace this act, find a moment today, perhaps in a quiet room. Stand with arms open, palms up, and breathe deeply, feeling yourself as a vessel for abundance. Speak softly. I receive with grace. The universe's gifts flow to me. When someone offers kindness, a smile, a gesture, pause, breathe, and say, thank you, letting the gift settle in your heart. In a journal, note how this feels, the warmth, the connection. This practice opens your energy to the cycle of giving and receiving, aligning you with universal flow. Elise's bakery became a haven, not because she gave more, but because she learned to receive, her open heart a magnet for abundance. You too are a vessel of divine exchange. By embracing the sacred act of receiving, you complete the circle of creation, your reality blossoming with the gifts of the cosmos. Open your hands and let the universe pour its boundless blessings into the radiant vessel of your soul. Chapter 21. The Dream Within the Dreamer. In the lamplit study of a Victorian London townhouse, a novelist named Charlotte wove stories that seemed to spill from another realm. Her tales mirrored her life, chance encounters, whispered conversations until she realized a profound truth. Reality is a dream, and you are its dreamer, crafting existence with the power of your consciousness. This sacred law reveals that your life is not a fixed script, but a fluid dreamscape, shaped by the visions you hold within. Mystics like William Blake spoke of the imagination as divine, a truth echoed in New Thought's teaching that consciousness creates reality. Modern neuroscience shows that visualization activates the same brain regions as lived experiences, blurring the line between imagination and reality. You are not merely in the world, you are its author. When Charlotte wrote from her deepest vision, her stories came alive, shaping her life and inspiring readers. When she doubted, her words fell flat. So too does your inner dream shape your outer world, manifesting the reality you envision. Reflect on the dreams you hold, hopes, aspirations, or fleeting images. Are they bold or dimmed by fear? To awaken the dreamer within, find a quiet space tonight, a notebook by your side. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and envision a cherished dream as if it is unfolding now. See its colors, hear its sounds, feel its truth. Speak softly, I am the dreamer. My vision shapes reality. Write this dream in vivid detail as if recording a memory. Each night, revisit this vision, adding new layers. This practice weaves your dream into your consciousness, aligning your reality with its radiant truth. Charlotte's novels became timeless, not because she chased fame, but because she dreamed with unwavering faith. Her stories a mirror of her soul's vision. You too are a dreamer of realities. By embracing the visions within, you wield the power to shape existence, your consciousness a canvas for the infinite. Step into this sacred dreamscape and let your inner light paint a world where your highest truths come alive. Chapter 22, The Soul's Rhythm Moves the Clock. In the twilight glow of a Venetian glassblower's workshop, a craftsman named Lorenzo shaped molten orbs, each creation pulsing with the rhythm of his breath. Time seemed to bend, hours stretched in moments of creation, minutes collapsed in distraction, revealing a truth. The soul's rhythm, not the clock, governs reality. This sacred law unveils that time is not a rigid master, but a fluid dance, shaped by the cadence of your inner alignment with the universe. Mystics like Meister Eckhart taught that the soul exists beyond time, a truth echoed in New Thought's emphasis on living in divine flow. Einstein's theory of relativity shows time as malleable, warped by perception, while psychological studies on time perception reveal that presence slows the mind's clock, enhancing clarity. You are not bound by hours, you move with the rhythm of your soul. When Lorenzo crafted with focused presence, his glasswork shimmered, drawing merchants from afar. When he hurried, his creations cracked. So too does your inner rhythm shape your reality, stretching or compressing time to match your state. Pause to notice your pace. Are you racing against time or flowing with your soul's beat? To align with this rhythm, find a quiet moment today, perhaps at dusk. Sit still, close your eyes, and breathe deeply, feeling your breath as a metronome of the eternal. Speak softly. My soul's rhythm moves time. I flow with divine cadence. For 1 hour, move slowly, fully present in each task, eating, walking, listening. In a journal, note how time feels, expanded, serene, alive. This practice tunes you to your soul's tempo, aligning your reality with the universe's timeless flow. Lorenzo's glass orbs became treasures, not because he outran time, but because he danced with its rhythm, his soul's cadence, a symphony of creation. You too are a craftsman of existence. By embracing your inner rhythm, you transcend the tyranny of the clock, shaping a reality where every moment pulses with eternal possibility. Step into this sacred dance and let your soul's beat guide you to a world where time bends to your divine presence. Chapter 23, The Temple is Within You. In the hushed cloisters of a Provençal monastery, a scribe named Sister Claire illuminated manuscripts, her brush strokes a prayer in color. Amid the silence, she found a revelation. The divine does not dwell in distant heavens, but within her soul, a temple of boundless light. This sacred law reveals that you are not separate from the infinite. Your heart is a sanctuary, the source of wisdom that shapes your reality. Christian mystics like Teresa of Avila taught that the soul is a castle of divine light, a truth mirrored in New Thought's vision of the inner Christ. Neuroscience shows that meditative practices enhance connectivity in brain regions tied to intuition, linking you to universal intelligence. Your inner temple is not a metaphor. It is the core of your being. When Claire painted from this sacred space, her manuscripts glowed, drawing pilgrims to the monastery. When she worked from fear, her colors dulled. So too does your connection to your inner temple determine the radiance of your reality. Pause to sense this sanctuary within. Doubt or noise may obscure it, but it remains eternal. To enter this temple, find a quiet space today, perhaps by candlelight. Sit still, place your hand over your heart, and breathe deeply, feeling its pulse as a sacred hymn. Speak softly. I am the temple. Infinite wisdom shines within. Let this truth anchor you, sensing the light at your core. In a journal, write what you felt, the stillness, the presence, the spark. This practice opens your inner sanctuary, aligning you with the universe's eternal truth. Claire's manuscripts became beacons, not for their beauty, but for the divine light she channeled through her soul's temple. You too are a vessel of infinite wisdom. By dwelling in your inner sanctuary, you awaken the Creator whose radiance transforms existence. Step into this holy space and let the light of your soul illuminate a reality where every moment sings with the truth of your boundless divinity. Chapter 24. The Sacred Flow of Giving and Receiving. In the vibrant streets of a Renaissance Seville marketplace, a merchant named Sophia shared her wares, spices, silks, and stories with open hands. She gave freely, yet shied from accepting gifts in return, until a stranger's offering of a simple coin taught her a profound truth. Giving and receiving are one sacred flow, a divine cycle that fuels creation. This law reveals that to give without receiving, or to receive without giving, disrupts the universe's harmony, limiting the abundance you can manifest. Medieval mystics, like Francis of Assisi, spoke of giving as a path to divine connection, a principle echoed in New Thought's vision of reciprocal abundance. Modern psychology's research on social exchange shows that balanced giving and receiving strengthens relationships and emotional well-being, fostering neural pathways for trust. You are not a solitary giver or taker. You are a conduit in the cosmic flow. When Sophia embraced both giving and receiving, her stall became a hub of prosperity, drawing travelers from distant lands. When she resisted, her trade waned. So too does your openness to this cycle shape your reality, inviting or repelling the blessings meant for you? Pause to notice your relationship with this flow. Do you give tirelessly but deflect gifts, or hesitate to share your own? To align with this sacred cycle, find a moment today, perhaps in a bustling cafe or quiet park. Breathe deeply. Envision yourself as a river, both offering and accepting life's current. Speak softly. I give and receive in sacred flow. Abundance moves through me. Offer a small act of kindness, a compliment, a helping hand, and when kindness comes to you, accept it with a heartfelt thank you. In a journal, reflect on how this exchange feels, the connection, the ease, the balance. This practice opens your heart to the universe's reciprocal dance, amplifying your creative power. Sophia's market stall flourished, not because she gave more, but because she honored the sacred flow of giving and receiving, her open heart, a magnet for abundance. You too are a vessel in this divine cycle. By embracing both giving and receiving, you weave a reality rich with connection and possibility. Step into this sacred flow and let the universe's boundless gifts move through you, crafting a world where generosity and gratitude intertwine. Chapter 25, Symbols. In the candlelit chambers of a Parisian alchemist's lair, a scholar named Eloise studied ancient glyphs, each mark pulsing with hidden meaning. A recurring symbol, a spiral, appeared in her dreams, on manuscripts, even etched in frost on her window, whispering truths beyond words. She learned a sacred secret. Symbols are the universe's language, speaking to your soul through signs that guide your becoming. This law reveals that the world is alive with messages encoded in patterns that align your path with divine intent. Hermetic traditions taught that symbols bridge the seen and unseen, a wisdom echoed in New Thought's focus on synchronicity as divine guidance. Jungian psychology shows that symbols tap into the collective unconscious, sparking intuition and insight. These signs, a feather, a number, a shape, are not random. They are the universe's whispers. When Eloise heeded the spiral, it led her to a lost text that transformed her work, earning her acclaim. When she ignored it, her studies stalled. So too do the symbols in your life shape your reality, guiding or pausing you based on your attention. Pause to notice the signs around you. A repeated number, a song, a fleeting image. Do you dismiss them as chance? To decode this language, carry a small notebook this week. Each day, record 3 symbols that catch your eye. A shape, a word, a coincidence. Reflect on their feeling, their possible message. Speak softly. I hear the universe's signs. They guide my truth. In your journal, explore what these symbols might mean. A call to trust, a nudge toward change. This practice attunes you to the universe's voice, aligning your path with its sacred intent. Eloise's spiral became her guide, not because it was unique, but because she listened, her heart open to the universe's silent song. You too are a scholar of signs. By embracing the symbols that surround you, you navigate reality with divine precision, your soul attuned to the cosmos. Step into this sacred dialogue, and let the universe's language weave a reality where every sign lights the way to your infinite becoming. Part 4. The Co-Creator Awakens. From the art of becoming, the Awakening Code now calls you to awaken as a co-creator, a radiant expression of the universe's infinite wisdom. This part unveils your divine role, weaving intuition, faith, and purpose into reality's tapestry. Through ancient truths and modern insights, you'll embody the Creator within, shaping existence with celestial precision. Rise now and let your soul's light forge a world of boundless possibility. Chapter 26. You are the Oracle. You've been waiting for 710 words. In the moonlit cloisters of a Sienese abbey, a monk named Brother Matteo pored over sacred scrolls, seeking answers to life's mysteries. One silent night, a revelation stirred within. The oracle he sought was not in texts, but in his soul, a wellspring of divine wisdom. This sacred law unveils that you are not a seeker, chasing external truths. You are the oracle, your inner knowing a radiant channel to the universe's infinite intelligence. Western mystics, from Aquinas to New Thought visionaries, taught that divine guidance flows through the soul, a truth mirrored in Jungian psychology's view of intuition as a bridge to the collective unconscious. Neuroscience reveals that meditative states enhance activity in the brain's insula, amplifying intuitive clarity. Your inner oracle is not a distant force. It is your essence, ever present. When Matteo trusted his soul's whispers, his teachings transformed the abbey, drawing seekers from afar. When he clung to doubt, his words lost power. So too does your trust in your inner wisdom shape your reality, opening or closing the gates of divine clarity. Pause to hear this oracle within. The noise of doubt or external voices may obscure it, but its light never fades. To awaken this wisdom, find a quiet moment today, perhaps under a starry sky. Sit still, close your eyes, and breathe deeply, hands resting gently on your knees. Ask a question weighing on your heart. What truth do I need now? Wait in silence, noting the first sensation, image, or phrase that emerges. Speak softly. I am my own oracle. My soul speaks truth. In a journal, capture what arose, trusting its guidance. This practice unveils your inner sanctuary, aligning you with the universe's boundless knowing. Matteo's teachings became a beacon, not because he found answers in scrolls, but because he listened to the oracle within, his soul a vessel for divine light. You too are a bearer of sacred wisdom. By embracing your inner voice, you navigate existence with celestial precision, your intuition a guide to your becoming. Step into this radiant knowing and let your soul's clarity weave a reality where every choice shines with the truth of your divine essence. Chapter 27. The Golden Thread of Unshakable Faith. On the storm-battered cliffs of a Devon lighthouse, a keeper named Agnes stood resolute, her beacon piercing the darkest gales. Her faith in the light's power never wavered, revealing an eternal truth. Unshakable faith is the golden thread, stitching your visions into reality. This sacred law unveils that faith is not mere hope, but a profound certainty, anchoring your soul to the universe's creative force. Mystics like Catherine of Siena spoke of faith as a divine flame, a truth echoed in New Thought's call to trust the unseen. Psychological studies on self-efficacy show that belief in your potential rewires neural pathways, driving action and resilience. Faith is not passive, it is the spark that ignites manifestation. When Agnes held steadfast faith in her beacon, it guided ships through tempests, earning her village's reverence. When fear crept in, her light dimmed. So too does your faith shape your reality, either weaving or unraveling your dreams. Pause to examine where your faith falters, a dream, a purpose, or your own worth. Doubt frays the thread. Faith strengthens it. To weave this golden thread, find a moment each morning this week, perhaps at sunrise. Stand tall, close your eyes, and breathe deeply, envisioning a desire as a glowing thread in your heart. Speak softly. My faith creates my reality. My truth is unshakable. Hold this vision for a minute, feeling its certainty. In a journal, write one sentence affirming this faith. My vision is certain. It is unfolding now. This practice fortifies your inner anchor, aligning you with the universe's infinite truth. Agnes's lighthouse endured, not because she fought the storms, but because her faith burned brighter, a golden thread tying her to divine purpose. You too are a keeper of sacred light. By embracing unshakable faith, you stitch a reality where your deepest visions take form, your certainty a tapestry of creation. Step into this radiant trust and let your golden thread weave a world ablaze with the power of your boundless belief. Chapter 28. The Sacred Language of Symbols. In the lamplit chambers of a Florentine scholar's study, a polymath named Beatrice traced cryptic symbols etched in ancient manuscripts. A recurring motif, a blooming rose, appeared in her dreams, on cathedral walls, and in fleeting glimpses of the city's gardens, whispering truths beyond words. She uncovered a sacred secret. Symbols are the universe's language, speaking to your soul through signs that guide your co-creative path. This law reveals that reality is woven with messages, encoded in patterns that align your journey with divine intent. Hermetic sages taught that symbols connect the earthly and divine, a wisdom echoed in New Thought's view of synchronicity as cosmic guidance. Jungian psychology shows that symbols access the collective unconscious, sparking intuitive insights that shape perception. These signs, a feather, a number, a shape, are not chance. They are the universe's voice. When Beatrice followed the rose's call, it led her to a hidden text that reshaped her scholarship, earning her renown. When she ignored it, her work stagnated. So too do the symbols in your life steer your reality, illuminating or pausing your path based on your attention. Pause to notice the signs around you. A repeated melody, a familiar image, a sudden coincidence. Do you dismiss them? To hear this sacred language, carry a small notebook this week. Each day, record 3 symbols that draw your gaze, a word, a shape, a moment that feels alive. Reflect on their resonance, their possible message. Speak softly. I hear the universe's symbols. They light my path. In your journal, explore what these signs might signify. A nudge toward courage, a call to trust. This practice attunes you to the cosmos's whispers, aligning your reality with its divine dialogue. Beatrice's rose became her guide, not because it was rare, but because she listened, her soul open to the universe's silent song. You, too, are a translator of sacred signs. By embracing the symbols that weave through your days, you co-create with celestial clarity, your intuition, a compass for your becoming. Step into this divine conversation and let the universe's language craft a reality where every sign illuminates the radiant path of your infinite potential. Chapter 29. The Dance of Divine Partnership. In the sunlit ateliers of Renaissance Antwerp, a sculptor named Willem chiseled marble into forms that seemed to breathe, his hands guided by an unseen partner. Each stroke felt like a collaboration with the divine, revealing a truth as timeless as stone. You are not alone in creation. You dance in partnership with the universe. This sacred law unveils that co-creation is a divine waltz, your intentions moving in harmony with the cosmos's infinite intelligence. Mystics like John of the Cross spoke of union with the divine, a truth echoed in New Thought's vision of co-creation as a partnership with universal mind. Modern studies on collective intelligence show that collaborative efforts amplify creativity, mirroring the synergy of your soul and the cosmos. You are not a solitary creator, you are a partner in a sacred dance. When Willem sculpted with trust in this partnership, his works adorned cathedrals, drawing awe. When he worked alone, his marble remained lifeless. So too does your collaboration with the universe shape your reality, magnifying or dimming your creations. Pause to feel this partnership within. Do you strive alone, or do you trust the universe's embrace? To join this dance, find a quiet moment today, perhaps in a garden or by a window. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and envision a desire as a partner in a waltz, moving with you. Speak softly. I dance with the universe. Together, we create. Take one small step toward this desire, a kind word, a bold choice, and notice how the universe responds. In a journal, write about this step and any synchronicities that follow. This practice aligns you with your divine partner, weaving your intentions into the cosmos's grand design. Willem's sculptures lived, not because he carved harder, but because he danced with the divine, his hands guided by universal wisdom. You too are a partner in this celestial waltz. By trusting this collaboration, you co-create with infinite power. Your soul's steps, a choreography of creation. Step into this sacred dance and let your partnership with the universe shape a reality where every movement radiates the brilliance of your divine unity. Chapter 30. The Radiance of Being. In the golden fields of a Provençal village, a healer named Marianne walked among the lavender, her presence a quiet light that soothed the weary. She did not seek to heal. She simply was, her being a radiant conduit of divine energy. This truth shines eternal. Your state of being, not your actions, is the source of creation, a sacred radiance that shapes reality. This law reveals that when you embody your highest essence, you become a beacon, transforming existence with your very presence. Mystics like Meister Eckhart taught that being is divine, a principle echoed in New Thought's call to align with your higher self. Modern psychology's research on emotional contagion shows that your state of being influences others, activating neural mirror systems that reflect your energy. You are not defined by what you do, but by who you are. When Marianne radiated peace, her village flourished, drawing travelers seeking her light. When she fell into doubt, her presence dimmed. So too does your being shape your reality, magnetizing outcomes that mirror your inner state. Pause to feel your current state. Are you radiating your highest self or clouded by fear? To embody this radiance, find a quiet moment today, perhaps at sunrise. Stand barefoot on the earth, breathe deeply, and envision a golden light within your heart, expanding to fill your being. Speak softly. I am radiant being, my essence creates. Move through your day as this light. Smile, listen, act with grace. In a journal, note how others respond, how reality shifts. This practice aligns your state with divine energy, transforming your world through your presence. Marianne's village thrived, not because she labored, but because her radiant being was a gift to all. You too are a vessel of divine light. By embodying your highest essence, you co-create a reality that pulses with possibility, your presence a catalyst for transformation. Step into this sacred radiance and let your being shine, crafting a world where every moment reflects the brilliance of your soul's eternal truth. Chapter 31. The Path That Shapes Itself. In the rugged fjords of a Viking-era Norse settlement, a wayfarer named Astrid set sail without a map, her heart guided by an inner call. Each step she took revealed the next, teaching her a truth carved in the waves. The path shapes itself as you walk, molded by your courage and intent. This sacred law reveals that your journey is not a fixed road, but a living creation, unfolding with every choice you make in alignment with the universe. Norse. Skalds sang of destiny as a tapestry woven by action, a wisdom echoed in New Thought's teaching that inspired steps ignite manifestation. Modern psychology's research on action-based motivation shows that taking small steps toward a goal rewires the brain's reward system, clarifying the path ahead. You are not a wanderer awaiting direction, you are a shaper of paths. When Astrid sailed with trust, her voyages unveiled new lands, earning her saga's fame. When she hesitated, storms blocked her way. So too do your actions shape your reality, carving or stalling your path. Pause to consider where you wait for clarity. Fear of the unknown may hold you still, but the path forms through movement. To co-create this journey, choose a desire close to your heart, a dream, a step forward. Today, take one small action toward it. A call, a sketch, a kind gesture. Breathe deeply, envision this action as a stone laid on your path, and speak softly. My steps shape my path. The universe guides me. In a journal, write about this action and any new clarity or synchronicity that follows. This practice aligns your courage with divine intent, revealing the path as you walk. Astrid's saga endured, not because she knew the way, but because she trusted each step, her courage a chisel sculpting her destiny. You too are a wayfarer of reality. By taking inspired steps, you co-create a path that unfolds with divine precision. Your intent, a beacon for possibility. Step boldly into this living journey, and let your actions carve a reality where every choice weaves the radiant tapestry of your boundless becoming. Chapter 32. The Eternal Co-Creator. In the starlit observatory of a Renaissance Prague castle, an astronomer named Elias gazed through his telescope, charting constellations that seemed to pulse with his own heartbeat. One night, he saw beyond the stars. He was not merely observing the cosmos, but co-creating it, his consciousness a thread in its infinite weave. This sacred law reveals that you are not a fleeting spark, but an eternal co-creator, your essence forever entwined with the universe's boundless design. Mystics like Giordano Bruno taught that the human soul mirrors the cosmos, a truth echoed in New Thought's vision of the divine mind within. Modern cosmology suggests consciousness may influence quantum fields, shaping reality at its core. You are not separate from creation. You are its eternal partner. When Elias aligned his thoughts with this cosmic unity, his discoveries reshaped astronomy, earning him reverence. When he doubted, his charts faltered. So too does your awareness of your eternal nature shape your reality, amplifying or dimming your creative power. Pause to feel this cosmic connection. Do you see yourself as small or as a timeless force? To embody your eternal co-creator, find a quiet moment tonight. perhaps under an open sky. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and envision your soul as a star, pulsing with the universe's light. Speak softly. I am an eternal co-creator. My essence shapes the cosmos. Let this truth settle, feeling your unity with all that is. In a journal, write about this connection, its vastness, its power, its peace. This practice aligns your consciousness with your infinite nature, weaving your intentions into the universe's grand tapestry. Elias's star charts became legends, not because he mastered the skies, but because he recognized his eternal role in their dance. You too are a cosmic artisan. By embracing your boundless essence, you co-create with divine precision, your soul a radiant thread in existence's weave. Step into this eternal partnership and let your consciousness craft a reality where every moment shines with the brilliance of your cosmic unity. Chapter 33. The book passes on. In the firelit hall of a medieval Welsh village, a bard named Gwyneth shared tales that stirred the hearts of all who gathered. One night, she passed a cherished tome to a young listener, her eyes alight with knowing. Wisdom is not to be hoarded, but shared, a sacred act of transmission. This law reveals that you are not merely a recipient of truth, you are its steward, called to pass on the light of your awakening to others. Celtic bards wove wisdom into stories, a tradition echoed in New Thought's call to share abundance. Psychological research on legacy shows that sharing knowledge strengthens purpose, activating neural pathways for meaning and connection. You are not an isolated flame. You are a torchbearer in the eternal relay of truth. When Gwyneth shared her tome, her village thrived, its people inspired to create. When she held back, their spirits dimmed. So too does your willingness to share shape your reality, igniting or quenching the light of collective awakening. Pause to consider the wisdom you carry. Do you keep it hidden or share it freely? To become this steward, find a moment this week to share a truth that has awakened you. A kind word, a story, a lesson learned. Breathe deeply. Envision your wisdom as a glowing ember passed to another. Speak softly. I am a steward of truth. My light inspires. Offer this gift with intention, perhaps to a friend or stranger. In a journal, reflect on this act, how it felt, how it rippled. This practice aligns you with the sacred act of transmission, amplifying your role as a co-creator. Gwyneth's tome lived on, not because she kept it, but because she passed it forward. Her stories a spark for generations. You, too, are a bard of eternal truth. By sharing your light, you co-create a reality where wisdom flows freely. Your legacy, a beacon for others. Step into this sacred role and let your awakened soul kindle a world where every heart burns with the radiance of divine truth. Conclusion. From the moment you opened the awakening code, you embarked on a sacred journey, not as a seeker, but as the awakened co-creator you were always meant to be. These chapters were not lessons to learn, but mirrors reflecting the eternal wisdom within your soul. You are not separate from the universe. You are its radiant expression, weaving reality with every thought, emotion, and act of faith. The laws unveiled, synchronicity, divine timing, the temple within, are not external forces, but the pulse of your being, guiding you to shape existence with celestial clarity. This is not an end, but a beginning. The practices woven through these pages, meditations, journals, sacred steps, are tools to carry forward, each one a thread in the tapestry of your becoming. New Thought's vision of abundance psychology's insights into resilience, and the mystic's timeless truths converge in you, a divine artisan. Your faith, your intuition, your radiant presence are the instruments of creation, crafting a world where every moment shines with possibility. As you move forward, know that you are never alone. The universe dances with you, its infinite intelligence, your eternal partner. Share the light you've uncovered, not as a teacher, but as a beacon. Your awakened soul inspiring others to see their own. You are the oracle, the dreamer, the eternal co-creator. Step boldly into this truth and let your life be a masterpiece, a radiant testament to the power within. The cosmos bows to your awakened heart, its boundless wisdom now yours to wield, forever shaping a reality ablaze with the brilliance of your divine essence.